I've been playing slap battles for over a year, and one thing that's really stood out to me is how toxic the slap battles community really is. But why is the community so toxic? Well, I have a few reasons why I think this, so let's get started with this video. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the actual player base that plays slap battles. Now, as we can see on the Roblox homepage on slap battles, it says that the game is rated for people 9+, which means that slap battles is generally, targeted towards a younger audience. And well, that seems to be the case. Of course, there are exceptions, but that's just the general, age of players that are playing the game. Now, this means that, the players are going to be young, and this is, again, generally, not always, there's always exceptions. However, this means that the players are not going to be super mature. Again, like I said, there's exceptions, this is not for everyone, but younger people tend to be slightly more immature than people who are older. So, someone who dies who is 9 years old is probably going to be throwing a temper tantrum more than like a 13-year-old. So this means that, since Slap Battles has a young audience, the audience is probably going to be, able to get mad a lot easier and will overreact over the smallest little things. And yeah, as we can see, we're already just getting a bunch of toxicity from these people, and yeah, you're gonna experience this in almost every server. Look at these people, they're just getting mad at each other. It's honestly hilarious to see how mad people get over this game. The next thing we're talking about is the Slap Battles Discord server. Now, this isn't really, directly related to Slap Battles, but it's definitely a major part of the game as many things important go on in there. Now, the thing with Discord is that it's for people who are 13+, so people who are under the age of 13 are not meant to be on Discord. There's obviously, people who are under 13 and somehow have Discord for some reason. I'm not really sure why and how. But basically, yeah, the Discord server, there's going to be, things that are unsuitable for, a younger audience. And with that, you can have strong language, you can have very strong opinions, and there's not much moderation in the server other than for this server mod. So people are definitely going to have stronger opinions in the Discord server. They're going to be more, direct, because in Roblox, you can't just be like cussing out and just, doing whatever. You're going to get banned. But in the Discord server, you're free to cuss. Like, you can pretty much just say whatever you want as long as it goes along with the guidelines. And yeah, so people are obviously going to be, more rude if they really want to. So yeah, the Discord server is full of a lot of toxicity from what I've noticed. And to be honest, it's a really toxic place. I've gotten attacked in there before. So yeah, it's honestly not the most peaceful place. Another thing is people say that Tencel doesn't really listen to his community. Now, this is not meant as a way to, hate on Tencel or say he doesn't care about the game. He obviously does, but I do think that sometimes, we all make mistakes. That's just a part of life, but I do think sometimes Tencel does slip up, with the whole, avatar drama thing. I think that was kind of insane. I think he definitely could have improved that a little bit. I also think that, I remember, Tencel promised that there would not be a phase after the 250 phase for Killstreak, and, we got the 1000 phase. So I think Tencel has definitely slipped up before, and that, I think Tencel could definitely, improve some things about, the way he addresses things and just the way he communicates to his players, because that wasn't really the best way to, put out the kill streak phase. I think he could have done it in a different way other than just saying, oh yeah, here's a kill streak phase, even though I literally said, we weren't going to do that. So yeah, I think that Tencel definitely could work on stuff. However, I do think that players were kind of overreacting over the avatar drama, and honestly, I think the whole thing was just a huge overreaction from the community. And this doesn't really have anything to do with the slap battles, toxicity. However, I think this is just a general statement we can all kind of agree with. I think that people definitely are overreacting in the slap battles community. I feel like all this toxicity is just extremely unnecessary, and to be honest, it's kind of sad that people are hating on the developers, saying they don't really care about the game, and hating on Tencel, because they obviously care about the game. It's just, I feel like that's, obviously slap battles is not going to be perfect, and I think that people need to just, acknowledge that. And, imagine if they tried to, code a game and just try to make it perfect. Obviously there would be things that they, would struggle to fix. And, it would obviously, not everything would work out. And I think people just need to acknowledge that when, criticizing slap battles. Obviously, yes, people can make suggestions and say, hey, this thing isn't very good. You guys could probably fix it or make it better. Here's a suggestion. But just going up to the developer and saying, oh, your game sucks and you don't care about the game and, you guys are just trash at making the game, that's just completely unnecessary. And it doesn't resolve anything. It just makes people mad at you, and then, you have a bad reputation, and then, like, people will just, kind of follow you because they'll get influenced, and it honestly just makes things 100 times worse, and I really think that it's just completely unnecessary. And I think that people definitely need to, like, be more respectful to the moderators and admins of slap battles and to the creator himself. I think that people just, take things way out of proportion nowadays, just in things in general. I think people are just way overreactive nowadays. And I think people definitely just need to, chill out a little bit. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.